there, stamping friends. It's Jackie and Dave back with our monthly Funfold template making class. It's March, so that means this is volume 10. We've hit double digits.
40 of them now.
40.
40 templates.
After this class, you're going to have 40 different ideas for quick and easy Funfold cards. So if you missed the other ones, make sure you go back and watch them and make those templates. So we've got 4 new templates for you, and you should know the drill by now if you follow us. We will have a link in the blog post or in the video description that'll take you to the blog post. And on the blog post, you'll find out how you can get the directions for free, or you can order them. Otherwise, this is really designed as a YouTube video class so that you can start and stop. Go ahead, make those templates right along with us, store them in a shoebox, pull them out when you want to use them. But remember, if you like the written instructions, we've got that for you as well. So if you have any questions, make sure you ask. But we're going to dive right in because I'm thinking by now after 10 of these, they know the drill.
They should.
Let's
make templates.
Let's make templates. Hold on. All right, we're going to dive right in, and I'm going to just show you real quick the products that I'm using to make the 4 that I made with this month's templates. And it's using the Delicate Desert Suite, the stamp set, the dies, and the paper. I tell you what, friends, this was one of those, as I flipped through the mini catalog, it didn't catch my eye. I just kept flipping through it. Until I started playing with it. And I think it is probably one of my favorite suites of products in the mini catalog. So I hope you love the samples that I have to share with you, as well as the templates that Dave's gonna make. So when we do these, if this is the first class that you've followed along with us, I like to show you my version first, and then we'll make the template with Dave. If you do get the tutorial, which you can get for free with the $50 order this month, or you can purchase it, you'll get all the step-by-step instructions to make the 4 that I did, plus all the measurements for cutting and scoring to make the templates. So it's kind of twofold what that tutorial does for you. So here's my sample of the first card we're gonna make today. Okay, let's dive into card number 1. Your piece that you're going to start out with is 9 3/4 by 4 1/4, and we're going to score at 3 1/4.
3 1/4. I can do that.
No ace. It's all quarters.
I know quarters are good for me.
9 3/4 by 4 1/4. Score at 3 1/4, and then slide it out to 6 1/2.
That's like all the way out there.
All the way out there.
There, got that.
Then that's our little card on the card. So you're going to fold it up
so this
like
one will fold like this away.
That away.
And then it goes that away.
There you go.
And you take the bone bender, make sure you get a good crease.
There you go. Then we're going to go ahead and put some designer series paper. I'll help you out here with some adhesive. So fold up your little card. Put that on the front.
Have I got in the front? I think I'm backwards or upside down. Which way?
There you
This
go.
way.
Yeah, so
That's
it does seem kind of backwards, doesn't it?
Kind of does.
So that is a 3 by 4 piece.
That goes right there.
And then you're going to open it up and you're going to get another 3 by 4 piece.
That goes in here.
That goes in there.
It's that same size.
That's the same size.
See, I catch on to this stuff pretty doggone quick.
Guess what size this one is?
Bigger.
9 3. No,
Hey,
I
look
said
what
it
I
wrong.
grabbed.
Oh, 3 by 4. So you got a 3 by 4 for the inside as well.
There's a lot of glue on the back of that.
So all the panels
Now it's in my fingers.
are 3 by 4. Oh, quit complaining about the glue. So here's our little card that's going to go on top of our back card.
Got
so
it.
This is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and we're going to stick a piece of designer series paper that's 4 by 5 1/4.
Goes on there first.
Yep. So just kind of normal card size on that one.
Kind of is. So far, this is easy.
I know. I think this one's super easy. And then this
That's
little
cute too.
guy, we're going to put some adhesive on the back. Don't touch it.
Don't touch it like I always do.
And then
we're going right in the middle.
just kind of center it on
Kind of
there.
about like that.
And that's your first
Then it's
card.
got to stick. That was quick and easy.
I know, that's super duper easy, but I think it really makes a cute card, and I love that it gives you lots of different areas to be able to decorate it, depending on however much stamping or writing you want to do inside of it. So there's your card number 1. Here's card number 2. Now this one, when it opens up, it's 2 pieces. It opens like a real card does, but they're separate pieces, so I kind of like the gap in there. Again, lots of parts and pieces, but super easy, and it just gives you, kind of a little different flow to what your card looks like. Okay, so we have a piece that is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. That's going to be the back section.
Got it.
And then we have our front section that is 3.5 by 4 3/4. But first, we need to make our little hinge piece, we're calling it. And that is going to be 5 by 1.5. And we need to score it at 2.
2.
So we're just going to build the base of the card, and then we'll add our designer series paper on it.
Okay, that's scored at 2.
Okay, so go ahead and fold it.
That's it.
Yeah. There you go.
I can play with this?
You absolutely can. I know, that's like your favorite thing to do.
That little tool that works.
And then to put our card together, all we're going to do is start by adhering that right at the seam so that it'll open up, and then this piece is going to go on there. So we're going to start by putting adhesive there. Like how I'm helping you with adhesive.
You know I can do it myself.
I know you can. But this way it's quicker. And just put it
It's in the right spot too.
right at the edge and kind of eyeball it top to bottom.
Like that. Boing.
Kind of like that. Exactly.
Diving board. Boing, boing.
Now this one is going to be centered, and since we're going to put our adhesive on here, but we have to be really careful to make sure, you know, the adhesive doesn't come out too far.
Yeah, I would never do that.
I know you wouldn't. So we're just going to kind of go like that and then center it on there.
Kind of like that.
Kind of like that.
Hey, that's pretty good. Check that out. Let it dry.
There we go. So that's, you know, the base of our card. Now I like to hide this kind of hinge piece here.
You should.
So we'll start with some designer series paper for the inside on the right.
Always looks better when you hide the hinge, I say.
5 1/4 by 4. And then we have a piece for on the left as well, which that one is 3 1/4 by 4.5.
Look at that, hidden hinges.
Now you can close it up. And then to decorate the front, I have another piece of designer series paper that's same size, 3 1/4 by 4.5. And that's all we're going to do for the template part. Now remember, as you all make your templates, you're going to want to write your measurements, write them like on your pieces, write on your designer series paper so that when you go to use this template, you have all those measurements. And then when you make your finished card, once you've gone this far with it, you can go ahead and decorate that front all you want. Think of it as just kind of a little smaller size card, but we're not going to add all of this onto our template. And then the same thing for the inside. I did add a piece of white there. You can choose to do that or not do that, or depending on your designer series paper, you might even just put white there. But the basics of the template is this much of it. So there's template number 2. And here is my version of card number 3. We've got a belly band on this one, so that part just slides off. And then we've got these nice little triangle sides for it to open up. So again, you're going to be able to do whatever you want on the front and the inside of these, but it's all going to be about cutting this triangle piece so that you can put the belly band over it. So let's get you started with an 11 by 5.5. So it's a little bigger than half sheet. And you're going to score at 3.5.
3.5.
So 11 by 5.5, score at 3.5. And then slide it out to 7.5.
Ooh, that's way out there.
That's way out there.
Check that out.
Now, with both of those, you can fold them in like you were folding a card. Use that bone folder to get some nice creases. Because you're going to want to see that for the next step. Okay, to make our triangles, what you want to do is use a ruler and mark the middle, which is 2 3/4. So however...
3/4, what have I got here? So I'm going to go 8 over that way, and I'm going to pick the middle, which is going to be right there.
So it's 2 3/4 up or down.
Dink.
And then flip it over and do the same thing on the other side.
Center it, find the middle. And put a little mark.
There you go. Now you're going to just put that back into your paper trimmer. And you're
I've done this before.
You have. You're going to cut from your little mark.
Mark there.
To the score line.
The
and
score
you got
line
4
there.
of those cuts to make.
With the cutter.
Peek in there and line it up.
Doink. And that piece falls off. Just take care of this other one while I'm here.
So as he's cutting those, remember this, you'll find the list of all the products that I used on my featured card on that blog post. And the link will be in the video description. And also on the blog post or down in the video description, there will be a link to join my weekly email newsletter. Each week I send out card tutorials that are for cards that are not posted either on YouTube or my blog. So more Stampin' ideas that I love to share every week with you. Also, if you're on Instagram, make sure you go follow me over there. We do some really fun, quick and easy reels a couple times a week with some cards as well. Look at that. Oh, you're getting good at doing that. Okay, now we got kind of a weird measurement for this piece of designer series paper in the inside. I put a piece here. You certainly, again, could just put colored cardstock or white, but it is 3 7/8 by 5 1/4. We'll let you do the gluing this time.
I can glue on big pieces.
There you go. But 3 7/8, so it's a little weird measurement, but it's to make sure it fits good in there when this is all folded up. So 3 7/8 by 5 1/4. Okay. Then our belly band is a piece of designer series paper that is 10 by 1. Easy.
That's easy.
You know how to do that. You lay it across the front.
Lay it across front.
Wrap it around and make sure it's
Bend
not
it around.
too tight because you want it to slide on and
do
off.
one of these.
Yeah, and that's why we never
looser on this side.
We never score those belly bands because we want to make sure that they just wrap around, and depending on how many layers you've put on your card, and then we'll just stick it together in the back there.
Poof.
Now, for the front, again, of this one, you can see my belly band. Decorate the front however you want. I use one of the dies that's part of this bundle, but you could cut a square, a rectangle, a circle, anything, you know, your whole focal point is just sitting on that. So I did just cut you a piece. I think it's 2.5 by 3 3/4.
Just stick on there.
Just so you have something on it.
So I know something goes there.
But you could really do
like that.
Whatever you want.
There
you go. Easy peasy. So there again, there's yours. There's mine. Mine's prettier.
Mine's perfect.
Belly band comes off, and then you can decorate the inside however you want.
Awesome.
So there is your card number 3. And here's our 4th card. I think this is the star of the show this month. I really had fun making it. There are a ton of pieces on here now, so don't get overwhelmed when I pull off the belly band. And sorry, we just happen to have 2 that have belly bands this time. So this card opens like this, but then we've got lots of folds, and you can see it is designed, and you probably can't see all the way when it's on the video, but it is designed to stand. I guess it's, what is that, W? W, or, right? No, M.
That's where you look at it.
Yeah, but like I said, I have lots of layers. Now, I'm not going to give you quite as many layers because I want to give you the sizes as we go along here with Dave for this bottom layer. So the soft succulent on all of those. And then if you want to double layer it like I did here, you can just cut one more layer that's 1/4 inch smaller than the 4 panels on there. And those measurements are all on that tutorial, but you might not want to put as many layers as I did on this one. Lots of scoring, hon, on this one.
Okay, I'm ready.
Oh, lots of pieces too. Okay, 11 by 4 1/4.
Got it.
And you're gonna score at 2 3/4.
2 3/4.
We got 1, 2, 3, 4 scores.
Got that one done.
Then 5.
5 is easy.
And keep going out to 6.
Oh, really? That's round numbers.
And 8 1/4.
There we go. I know I'd have to have a quarter someplace.
So still pretty easy measurements on this one.
There.
And then you should be able to fold it like this one.
Oh, yeah, this is...
So
I'm going to have to go this away, this away, this
way.
away, and this away, and that away, and...
You're almost there. It's not quite right.
Am I close?
You're close, but this one actually has to go like that.
Oh.
So it lays flat. So these are going to go out. So it'll go like that.
There.
But then to close it, it goes that way.
Oh, got it.
Got it?
See, there's my M. There's my W.
There you go. Okay, lots
There's
of
my
designer.
E.
Okay. Stop it. Okay, let's make sure we have the right sizes here because I don't want to mess them up on their sizes. So we're calling this the front of the card, which really kind of is the outside of the card. Okay, 2.5 by 4 is what'll cover the front of our card. So 2.5 by 4, you get 2 of those.
The current front of our card.
The current front of our card. But then when you open it, which is where all the fun is,
When the front goes away.
we're gonna put something on all 5 of our panels. So let's see, these are gonna go on those 2 panels, and these are 2 by 4. And like I said, if you want to double layer, since these are 2 by 4, then you would layer with a 1 3/4 by 3 3/4. Had to think on that one. But we're just gonna put 1 layer on your template here. Okay, then these pieces are a little bit bigger. So those are 2.5 by 4, which is really the same as what we did on the outside.
You see how good I'm doing with this glue today?
I know.
I'm like starting to figure this stuff out.
It only took us 10 versions.
Card number 40, I know how to glue.
Right? 2.5 by 4.
There.
Okay, and then we
Oh,
have,
now this little bugger right in the middle,
we
right?
have one little strip in there.
One little bugger.
Hold on, before you do that, I don't remember. I didn't write this one down. I think it is 3/4 by 4.
You think it is?
Well, now I know. I measured it. 3/4 by 4. That will fill in our center.
And it certainly does. Check that out.
So at this point, when you're using this template to make a card, you can decorate all of this as much as you want. But the fun part about this design is to put a piece in the middle that kind of pops out and looks like it's kind of floating in there. And so we're going to, I just grabbed a strip here. So I don't even know, it doesn't matter what size this is. What is it, about 3 by 1, 3 by 3/4. But it doesn't matter what size this is as long as it's not bigger than these score lines out there. And then the trick is, and I like to use dimensionals on here. Oops, how did we get so many that came off like that? Put dimensionals right in the middle. Look how I just took over. And because
Just like home.
because you want it to just stick, to that front panel like so. And then you could put your greeting. I added a flower. You can add whatever you want in the center, but that's how it kind of pops out and makes a fun card. And that's how it closes. So the recipient opens it and stands it up and got a surprise going in there. And a belly band.
Of course.
11 by 1 1/4. So this one's a little bit bigger, but we're wrapping the long way around too. So you need a little bit more. So as he's wrapping that like we normally would, now he's going to flip it over. Oops, it doesn't fit. So this one, we're going to kind of do something a little different with our, because 11's the biggest we can go. We're going to bring it around this way, put those ends that come to the front, and then
put something on it.
Yeah, so whatever your
kind of like you did.
Yeah, whatever your focal point is on this one, you're going to need to make sure it covers up this opening. And if we turn this over, you can see how mine is not all the way as well. So for that, you're going to want to put adhesive on both sides there. And then whatever size your focal point is, stick that on there.
Stick that on there.
And no one's ever going to know that your belly band didn't go all the way around.
Except for me.
Except for you, exactly. There you go. And it should slide off. And
open it up and stand it up.
And stand it up.
And make your letters. M, W, E.
So, mine's prettier. So there is card number 4 for this month. So I hope you enjoyed this month's templates. Let me bring in all our cards here again. So there's 4. Let's see. You should see the mess we have on our table here, friends.
It is full of stuff.
It is full of stuff everywhere. But I want to show you these cards again because I absolutely had so much fun playing with the stamp set and this paper. It is so pretty, pretty, pretty. So make sure you hop over to my website, links down in that video description, and you can get the written tutorial for free with a $50 order this month, or you can just purchase the tutorial. It gives you all the instructions for these 4 cards, but more importantly, it gives you the cutting and scoring diagrams to make this month's templates. If you have any questions, make sure to ask. We're here to help you any way we can. And we look forward to sharing more stamping with you and more Funfold templates next month with you. So until next month when I have Dave back again.
Yes, stampers, have a stamp happy day.
He's getting it down. Thanks, everyone. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.